Hello everybody, thank you for watching Draft Sports and Entertainment. My name is Cole Martins, and today we'll be talking about the NASCAR Fins Cup Series and the race at Dover International Speedway last Sunday. Very tough track to race at, one of the hardest, that's why it's called the Monster Mile. Let's get right into the race right now, as your pole sitter Brad Keselowski started off the race and led the field to the green flag, but didn't lead the field for that long, as the first lap went to Kyle Busch, who pretty much dominated the entire beginning of the race. And then we had to lap 65, where Alex Bowman blows a tire and takes it into the wall, bringing out the caution flag. Then we had to lap 81, where Jimmy Johnson takes the lead from Kyle Busch. A very strong car Jimmy Johnson had on the day, and we'll see that more later on in this. As we had to lap 125, Kyle Busch's car was struggling a little bit trying to get through the field, and slams in the back of Clint Boyer and loses control of his car and slams into the wall, pretty much bringing out the caution and ending his day. And then we head to lap 134, just 11 laps later, where Roush teammates Greg Biffle and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. get into each other and take a lot of damage into their cars as they slam into the wall, which actually brought the red flag because there was so much debris on the backstretch. And then on the restart, Kevin Harvick overpowered Jimmy Johnson, where he takes the lead into the race. And then we head into lap 158, where Jimmy McMurray loses control and smacks the outside wall, which that one actually brought out a red flag as well. And then we head to lap 166, where our leader, Kevin Harvick, just right after hitting the green flag, finds out he's got a cut in his tire and had to come in. Very strong car he had on the day, but sadly was not able to pick up the win, which I believe he probably could have in this race, which gave the lead to Matt Kenseth, who also had a very strong car throughout this race. But then we had to lap 178, where Jimmy Johnson, again, like I mentioned, a very, very good car on the day, takes the lead from Matt Kenseth, and pretty much after that, it was smooth sailing from there. No one was going to keep up with Jimmy Johnson, as he takes the win at Dover and gets his back-to-back wins after having a very struggling beginning of the season and a very dominating faction, leading 272 of the 400 laps in this race and clinching his 9th win at the Monster Mile. Now I'll give you the results here from the race. Finishing in first place is Jimmy Johnson. Second place was Brad Keselowski. Third place, Matt Kenseth. In fourth place was Clint Boyer, even with back-end damage, still got up there and finished very well in the race. In fifth place was Denny Hamlin. And then some notable finishes throughout the field. In seventh place was Tony Stewart. 8th, Joey Logano. 9th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. In 14th, Carl Edwards. 15th, Jeff Gordon. In 17th, Kevin Harvick, who was three laps down at one point, only finished 1 lap down. Pretty decent finish for him to end the race. In 18th, Kurt Busch. 19th, Casey Kane. 31st, Ryan Newman had some trouble with his tire, I believe, at some point in the race. 38th, Greg Biffle. And in 42nd, Kyle Busch. Now we take a look at the point standings. Now coming after this race is the chase grid points, I should mention. So the wins are very important in this year in the Sprint Cup Series. And right now, the 3 drivers of 2 wins coming out of this race. Now Jimmy Johnson, who is now your points leader if you go to the chase grid, who has 2 wins and 436 points. Second place is Joe Logano, also 2 wins and 414 points. Third place, Kevin Harvick with 2 wins and 373 points. Then we head to our one race winners. We have Jeff Gordon in 4th with 461. 5th place, Carl Edwards with 438 points. 6th place, Dale Earnhardt Jr. with 429 points. 7th place, Kyle Busch with 411 points. 8th place, Brad Keselowski of 404 points. 9th place, Denny Hamlin at 379 points. And in 10th place, Kurt Busch, who has 241 points. Then we head to our non-winners and people trying to get in with the points right now. Matt Kenseth, who, again, I got to mention, is a surprising guy who doesn't have a win this year. I believe he is going to win by the end of the year. Right now, he hangs in the 11th spot with 465 points. And if you go to the actual points, he is our points leader. In 12th place, a rookie, Kyle Larson, who's been having a very impressive season with 377 points. 13th place, Ryan Newman at 374 points. 14th place, Brian Vickers at 366 points. 15th place, Paul Menard at 362 points. And 16th place, another rookie, Austin Dillon, who's been having a pretty good season for his rookie season, 358 points. And that right now, if the chase were to end, those would be the 16 drivers in to the chase. And then we'll go through some people just below Austin Dillon who are pretty close to him. In 17th place, Greg Biffle, who is 1 point behind Austin Dillon at 357 points. 18th place, Clint Boyer with 350 points. 19th place, Casey Kane with 349 points. And 20th, Eric Almirola with 344 points. Now we'll have this Sunday's race, which will be at Pocono International Speedway. 200 laps there, a very tricky track, is also known as a tricky triangle. Another very good track for Jimmy Johnson and Hendrick drivers. They usually can have great finishes there. So that race will be this Sunday, June 8th at 1 o'clock. Now switching to TNT. This has been on Fox the last since the beginning of the season. Now going to TNT for the next channel switch here. And I believe that one will be it for us in this one. I'd like to hear some comments from you guys. What did you guys think about the Dover race? Is Jimmy Johnson back? Is he here to get his elusive 7th championship and tie Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty? Some other things maybe you thought about the race. I'd like to hear what you guys got to say. You can also follow me on Twitter at NewsGiraffe, where you can get the latest updates on sports and everything else, entertainment-wise, and anything. That'll be it for me here. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you could also please subscribe to my channel as well, that'd be awesome. And you guys have a great day.